Well, we're out here at the gut pile. We had 2 days ago we went and picked up a road-killed deer, and you can see stuff has definitely been at her. So I didn't even open her up, and you can tell how much she's been picked apart. Looks like she's been dragged pretty good. I put that snare around her leg there just so that coyotes wouldn't drag her away, but and she stretched right out, so something's been pulling on her. Definitely lots of birds, but there's definitely some canine tracks around. I got a snare on that tree on the right there. There's a snare right there. There's another deer carcass down there. Another one here. I just let people know that I'm always looking for deer carcasses. Deer that have been hit on the road or whatever. And so I get enough calls throughout the winter and that. Oh, I saw a deer over on this road that was hit. Just to let you know, so I usually go over and grab them, and free bait and good bait. It's a natural meal for predators, so it doesn't scare them off or anything. And yeah, I got a dead cow. I had a dead cow the last few years. This one's from this year, and you can tell that she's been. I opened her up, but they go after it a bit, but not great. I don't think they're real used to the smell of farm and beef, and it's just not a natural food for them. So it's not the greatest, but gets the birds coming. There is a smell, so it does help all in all. But yeah, so anyway, today is March the 18th. Definitely getting on for still trapping, but staying cold. Like -10, -15 at night, which for the winter we've had so far, it's kind of weird because staying cold. And I mean, the sun's out and the sun's warm, but we're not losing a whole lot of snow. Not that we got a whole lot of snow this year. But this is our maple bush here that eventually we're going to make syrup in. But this is the gut pile here. I don't throw my coyotes in here. I throw them over that way there. Try and keep them a little bit separate. I'm not convinced that coyotes overly like going to a gut pile where there's coyote carcasses, so I try and keep them separate. Birds clean them up though, so anyway, just a little video of the gut pile here, and out checking traps, and yeah, so we'll continue on the line and see where it takes us. There's not a ton of action going on here. There's 1 or 2 coyotes still running, a couple fox, so anyway, we'll keep on going. We're heading that way. Coming up to a snare here. You can see the fox tracks coming in. And there's Mr. Fox. So, I'm going to go in there and get him out. And looks like there's a chunk of deer hide there. Looks like he tried taking some bait, but anyway, get him out of there and we'll have a look at him. Well, there's the fox. Got him out of there. We unfortunately hip snared him. He was dead, but anyway, fox nonetheless. Yeah. So it's a male. So I'm actually glad. Didn't know we want to catch a female right now. So anyway, nice fox. So we'll get him taken home and skinned up and add him to the board. Alrighty guys. We're just in the corner here. That's where we just came from, was the maple bush, the gut pile down in the corner there. Come up along the fence line here. Heading that way, down this fence line. Caught him right in the corner here. This is a pretty good area. I've taken, this is my first fox out of this area. Out of this exact set. I've taken quite a few coyotes out of this corner. But first fox, so. And he's stinky. Ooh. Not like bad stinky, like skunky male stinky. Whew. Anyway. Yeah. So I got another snare right there. And that opening there. But anyway, we got this guy taken home and taken care of. Nice big open fields. All the hay fields. So this back corner just is awesome for coyotes. We don't have any really bush other than that maple there on our property, so it doesn't hold a whole lot of animals, but man, the dogs just love running back here. I catch a lot of coyotes right there. That's the one on top of the hill that I caught last time on a drag, and I went down over the hill. That's the top of the hill there. But oh yeah, they just, lots of coyotes, lots of fox run across the back of this property. Well, it's our property, but yeah. So anyway, keep on giving her. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Well, here's coyote number 16 for the year, 2017-2018 trapping season. We got it over here where we got a coyote there not too long ago. I think it was the second last coyote. Right there, going through the fence. I had those shorter sticks. Used to be a nice hole in the fence there, but I've caught I don't know how many coyotes here now. And they've more or less destroyed this little section of the fence. But anyway, I had put those little sticks vertically, kind of blocking off the big hole there, and I just put my snare in the center, and we picked up that big male, good sized coyote, but hip snared it, so that kind of sucked. But anyway, that's where we got him, and that's where the gut pile is, right in there. So I just hauled in another roadkill deer there this morning, and anyway, there he is. Nice sized dog, but definitely you can definitely tell that it's getting late in the season there. It's starting to get a little thin. The hair, that is, starting to get a little thin. But anyway, here's my new gun. That's my new trapping gun. It's a little Rascal, made by Savage, and it is literally one of the shortest 22s that you can buy. There's a lot of different ones out there. There's like the Badger, the Rascal, and then there's I don't know, at least 2 or 3 different survival type fold up kinds. But I found with the fold up ones, or the ones that you just unscrew the barrel and put in the the stock that they weren't quite as solid. So this gun here is nice and solid. It's a synthetic stock. You can get it in different colors. Red and blue was the only colors they had in stock, so I went with red. I didn't feel like ordering. So anyway, I'm going to do a whole new little video on that just because it's quite the little gun, but just thought I'd give you a little show of that. Anyway, we're going to continue on and away we go. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. Well, we're here at the gut pile. As you can see, we got a coyote. He's all mangy, so I'm gonna get him taken care of, and we'll have a look. Oh, I dispatched that coyote there. We're gonna go and take a look at him, but just real quick, another nice thing about this little gun, fits right in the windshield of my snow machine. So that's where I've been carrying it, just laying across there. It stays in there good. So, but anyway, down in there, and I've even got a bunch of burrs all over my butt. This is one of my newer style snares. And with this new style that I'm trying, they got a lot of reach, because you can see it's just a looped end on the one end, and I just put a piece of wire around it just to keep it from making like a uncoiled mess. And that's also the wire that I use for stabilizing my snare, so I can adjust it up and down and that. But anyway, with this snare, you can see the cable goes across and then down, and he's got probably 6 to 8 feet of cable there, so he can get whipping around here pretty good. It looks like he just got caught. I don't know if maybe I scared him into it or what, but like, he hasn't been here any kind of time. I mean, you can see that's all leaves. That snow's not even messed up there. The leaves aren't messed up. The wire's not dug into the tree at all. And actually, when I shot him, he was laying like that, and he was pretty much choking out when I shot him. But anyway, you can see his tail there is all mangy. His back end is mangy. That's my first coyote for this season to get any mange, so glad to get him out of the gene pool. But anyway, so he won't be heading home with me, but we're just gonna go up here and take a look at the gut pile. I just put that deer in yesterday. So the snare was hung right here, and I'll show you from up here what that looks like. So it was hung right there, and there's a trail that works its way right down in there, and my dad wanted me to put that snare there, so this is kind of his snare. So I'll have to call and let him know that the day I'm pulling snares, we finally picked one up in his snare. So there's a deer carcass down in the ravine there, and it was up here, but the coyotes dragged it down there. And then there's another deer carcass there, so we had that one up here more, and we were kind of hoping that they would run that trail and get caught in that snare. But that's the deer I brought in yesterday. I never opened her up or anything. And what I did was I just anchored these snares. I got a couple snares in here. There's one with a deer foot there. But I just, and then that way coyotes can't drag them off. They kind of stay. They have to keep coming back to the gut pile instead of dragging them off. Because those ones there I didn't anchor, and sure enough they dragged them down into the ravine and that. So, well, yeah, you can see that one there's half gone. This one here I brought in maybe a week ago, and you can see that's all that's left is a leg. And then of course we got the dead cow, but coyotes don't really eat on her. She's more of just a smell, and the birds pick at her and that. But anyway, we got 3 more snares to go and check and pull. So yeah, we just picked that other one up there yesterday, and she was right